Ever notice how you can walk into a store for just one thing and somehow walk out with a cart full of stuff you never planned to buy? You're not weak. You're not broken. Your brain is actually working exactly the way it was designed to work, and billion-dollar companies have figured out how to hack it. Right now, as you're watching this video, there are teams of consumer psychologists studying exactly how to trigger your buying impulses. They know something about your brain that you probably don't. And once you understand this hidden psychology, you'll never look at shopping the same way again. Let me share something that might surprise you. Shopping addiction isn't really about the stuff we buy. It's about what our brain thinks it's getting when we buy it. Every time you purchase something, your brain releases a hit of dopamine, the same chemical that makes us feel good when we eat, connect with others, or achieve a goal. Retailers know this, and they've turned shopping into a carefully designed dopamine delivery system. Think about the last time you bought something on impulse. Maybe you were feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or just a little down. In that moment, your brain wasn't looking for a new shirt or gadget. It was searching for a way to feel better, and shopping felt like the answer. This is what we call emotional shopping. And it's one of the most common patterns I see when helping people understand their relationship with money. Here's what's really happening in your mind during that shopping moment. Your brain has learned to associate buying with relief from negative emotions. Feeling anxious, buy something, feeling sad. A little retail therapy will help. Feeling stressed about work, that new purchase will make everything better. But here's the catch. And this is crucial to understand. The relief is temporary, but the pattern becomes permanent. Your brain doesn't just respond to how you feel in the moment. It's also responding to carefully crafted marketing messages designed to trigger what psychologists call social pressure and FOMO, fear of missing out. When you see phrases like limited time only or only 3 left in stock, your brain switches into scarcity mode. Suddenly, you're not just buying a product, you're avoiding the pain of missing out. But there's an even deeper layer to this that most people never recognize. Shopping often becomes a way we try to construct our identity. We buy things that we think represent who we are or who we want to become. That expensive workout gear isn't just about exercise. It's about becoming the type of person who exercises. That designer bag isn't just about carrying things. It's about projecting success and confidence. The problem is that when we use shopping to fill emotional needs or create our identity, we're essentially putting a band-aid on a deeper wound. The stress, anxiety, or emptiness we're trying to fix with purchases doesn't actually go away. In fact, it often gets worse because now we have the original problem plus guilt about overspending, plus sometimes even debt to worry about. If you're recognizing yourself in what I'm describing, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we talk about these kinds of mind patterns all the time on this channel, and I promise you're going to gain so much clarity about how your own mind works. So, how do we break free from this cycle? The first step is developing what I call conscious awareness of your shopping triggers. Start paying attention to your emotional state right before you make unplanned purchases. Are you stressed, bored, sad, excited? Once you can identify your emotional triggers, you can start addressing the real need instead of covering it up with shopping. The second strategy is understanding the difference between wanting and needing. Our consumer culture has trained us to experience wants as needs. But when you pause and ask yourself, am I buying this to solve a real problem or to change how I feel right now? You'll be amazed at how often the answer reveals the true motivation. Here's a practical technique that works incredibly well. Before any non-essential purchase, wait 24 hours. I call this the clarity pause. During this time, your initial dopamine spike will settle, and you can evaluate whether you actually want the item or if you were just responding to an emotional trigger or marketing manipulation. You can also try what I call the replacement strategy. When you feel the urge to shop for emotional reasons, replace that impulse with a different activity that actually addresses your emotional need. Feeling stressed? Go for a walk or call a friend. Feeling bored? Read something or learn a new skill. Feeling sad? Practice some self-compassion or connect with someone you care about. The goal isn't to never buy anything again. The goal is to become conscious of why you're buying, so you can make choices that actually serve your long-term happiness and financial wellness, instead of just providing temporary emotional relief. Remember, every time you choose awareness over impulse, you're literally rewiring your brain to respond differently to marketing triggers and emotional states. You're taking back control from the companies that profit from your unconscious spending patterns. Understanding your relationship with money and consumption is just one piece of the personal growth puzzle. If you found this helpful, check out our other videos about mastering your emotions and building real self-awareness. And if you know someone who might be struggling with impulse buying or emotional spending, share this video with them. Sometimes just understanding what's happening in our minds is the first step toward real change. The next time you're about to make an unplanned purchase, remember that you now have the power to pause, understand what you're really seeking, and choose a response that actually gives you what you need. Your future self will thank you for it.